Hey family, good evening, good evening. This is Darissa. Wait. There you go. I want you to catch her before she goes to sleep because she was drifting off. I am Darissa. I am the CEO and founder of God's Chosen Vessels, and I'm also the creator of the Embrace formula. Hey family, come on in. So this is really quick. I did a little piece of the word of the day earlier today. I thought I'd come back tonight because I was interrupted, and I'm just now kind of getting back to it. I'm wired up for some reason. Hi, I'm so glad you guys came in. If you're not following me, please tap those little dots. So the word of the day is an exercise that we do every single day, and we take one word. It's a perception exercise where we try to see our life through God's eyes, okay? And we want to practice this thing every day because we start with doing it with little words, and then that way we can apply it to our life, because life is not always a bowl of ice cream. It's not always a positive thing. It's always not a pleasant thing. We have to encounter some things. Hello, thank you for joining Bookman 1234. Things happen. I know around here we've had our fair share of those phone calls. We've received news on several occasions in the last not even 2 weeks of someone passing. I have a couple of close friends who have lost jobs in the last week, and these two friends don't even know each other. I mean, it's just crazy how things are just happening. You turn on the news, you got all the cray-cray going on, government-wise. It's just so much. It's so much. It can be overwhelming. It can be hard. So the word that I chose earlier today was quiet. Quiet was the word, and I thought it was very appropriate because yesterday's word was reflect. We were reflecting on some things, taking the time to kind of take stock of your life and what's going on. So I find the word quiet very interesting because I think in order to actually reflect, hello Megan, thank you for joining, you have to get somewhere and get quiet. You have to quiet the voices in your head. You have to stop having a conversation with yourself and really get quiet and hear from God, and to see what's really going on. Because when you rely on your own sight, your own perception, you can be so far off the mark. And so I just thought it was a very interesting word to talk about earlier and to bring up again, because my prayers before you go to bed tonight, before you lay in bed and you worry about whatever's going on in your life, to just really get quiet enough and silence the voices that are in your head that are causing you to be fearful or worrisome, or that are causing you to be anxious and just afraid of tomorrow. To silence those voices that are just the voices of the enemy, because he uses the power of suggestion. He uses that quiet time sometimes to get in your head when you're not focused on God and listening to what he's saying to you. And so you shift your focus and you're listening to the wrong person. So there's nothing wrong with quiet time, but you want to be careful who you're listening to when you're getting quiet. And so my prayer, my friends, is that you draw nigh and listen to what God has to say. It can be a very peaceful experience when you're listening for his voice. People say, well, he doesn't talk directly. He talks to all of us. He has different ways of communicating and getting his message across to us. You have to be willing and open to listen, because there's no way he's going to deny you when you ask for wisdom. The word says he gives it freely. He gives it liberally, and he does. So you have to be willing. You have to do your part, and your part is to silence and tell Satan to get back, rebuke him in the name of Jesus, and then just listen to what God has to say to you and ask him to make it plain to you, and he will do that. I found myself in probably in your same shoes. I remember in my 20s just not even understanding what that meant. What do you mean he talks to me? I didn't understand. Even though I was a church girl, raised in the church, I had no clue. And it wasn't until I developed a relationship with him. And it's just like you develop your relationship with your friends. If you call him your friend, how is he your friend if you never spend time with him? How is he your friend? You don't know what his voice sounds like because you never talked to him. You've never listened to him. That's like somebody calling you, a complete stranger calling you on your cell phone, And when you say hello, they say hello. And without the caller ID, because you've never had a conversation with this person, you don't know who the heck that is on the other end of the line. Or if you do see the number and you don't have it in your contacts, so no name comes up, it's just a number. You have no clue. They just talk, and you're trying to give them, let them, make them keep talking so you can catch the voice. That kind of, we've all been there before. It's like, who the heck is this? Kind of thing. Well, you don't know who they are because you ain't never talked to them. Same situation, same. If you never talk to him, you'll never know his voice. So you need to have a conversation with him. You need to build a relationship with him so you can become familiar with him. And those of you who've been rolling with me, this is episode 223. I would think that if I came on, if you've been around me enough and you didn't see my face, you would recognize my voice, even though we've probably never met in person. Most of us have never met in person, but because I come to you almost every day, because you hear how I talk, you know the tone of my voice, you know some of the things that I say and I repeat over and over again. Oh, that's Darissa. So you're familiar with me. So I'm just a mere mortal, and you're familiar with my voice. Then don't you think it's more important for you to get familiar with God's voice? And I'm telling you, my friend, it's not an impossible task. He anxiously awaits to get to know you. He knows you. He's waiting for you to try to get to know him so he can just make himself known, make his presence known, and just shower you with blessings. He wants to be your friend, your best friend. So again, I just advise you to get quiet. Get somewhere and get quiet. Hello, I saw you come in, my friend. Thank you for joining. Get somewhere and get quiet. And Billy Kidman, hi, how are you? Get somewhere, get quiet, and just get familiar. Ask him to make his presence known, and he will do just that. So I'm going to bid you good night. I want you to think about that. Hi, I want you to think about that word quiet and get to know him and ask him to make his presence known. So tomorrow when you get up, I encourage you to embrace your life and purpose. I encourage you to cherish your time with loved ones. And I encourage you to take advantage of the time that he gives you. Every single day he opens your eyes. He's giving you another chance to get it right. Don't blow it. Do the best you can. Ask for guidance. And don't blow it. Okay? You guys be blessed. Have a wonderful evening. Have a fantastic sleep, because I plan on doing just that. I'm getting better at it these days. I'm trying. I'm really trying, because at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning is not working for me. Oh, to God be the glory. Somebody took a picture. Okay. Hi. I'll smile for the camera. I love y'all, and anything you can do about it. Be blessed. Until tomorrow.